today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League. See Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round. Ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until near the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgrade.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field, the most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A little juke. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him that play. He'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Now to the air, Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Mecole Hardman, Pro Bowler last year as a rookie, is deep for KC. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Criticism there, because they went right back to the after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught at the 1. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are into their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Butker now to add the extra point. And It's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a sight that we've been used to seeing throughout his career. A catch and a 1st down for Le'Veon Bell. For a number of years, he was the gold standard in the NFL for running backs catching passes out of the backfield. He had 66 catches last year, which sounds like a down number because his high water mark was 85 in 2017. When he's full go, he's a handful for any defense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Faking the give to Lindsey, here's Locke. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.